Yuna in this performance really popping off. Hey everyone, it's Garrison here, and welcome back to the Patreon, or the channel where we're currently watching from. And today, I'll be actually checking out with y'all Sserafim's latest drop of their song, Jewelry, produced by imase. What a brilliant surprise. Okay, not gonna lie, I found out due to my TikTok timeline and all, I'm like, okay, it's out already. I gotta check this out as soon as possible with y'all pretty much on the day of, for those who are watching from the Patreon, or day after for those who are watching from the channel. But you know, I'm really interested how this one's gonna go, considering imase produced this song, truly known for Night Dancer's most viral song, if I recall correctly. And I enjoyed that song here and there on my own time in the past before, but I'm just really interested how are all the parts gonna play out for each and every respective member, of course. So hey, without further ado, let's just dive into Jewelry now. Alright, so brought it up here, Jewelry by Sserafim, produced by imase. We love to see it. As you can tell here, I brought up the color-coded lyrics. Keep in mind, there can be lost in translation throughout these color-coded lyrics, and of course, incorrect color-coded lyrics. It has happened in the past before, not always accurate 100% and all, but let's go. Ooh, the keyboard work here. Setting a nice groove to it. Great drum kit work here too. Oh, Chaewon here. Very slick bass work. And the Juha with some synth strings. Wow. Ooh, the plucks here with Kara. The pre-chorus, right? Manche. Ooh. Wow. Just how Yeonjin jumped on the track during the chorus here. They're truly taking the city pop route with a lot of okay, girl. Wow. Okay, Juha. Snare drum work. Wow, what a verse too there. Absurdly glittering. Whoa! It just elevated here. Oh. I love the brass work in the back too, with the trumpets, muted trumpets, very warm with it. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, what an instrumental break here. What a way to wrap up the song, and that's honestly one of the many characteristics that I love within just in general of J-pop music that I've heard in the past before. And my favorite like J-pop releases, or you know, releases by Japanese artists, is that they come through and have their instrumentation and production and everything mixed and mastered to the point where it can be very satisfying in how certain kind of instrumentation pan on the left or right side of your ears, or you know, it's dialed up more on our right side of our ears, more so than our left side of our ears, or something's going on our right side of ears and something completely is going on differently on our left side of our ears, you know what I'm saying? But more specifically here, with Julie, produced by imase for Rseraphim, they truly came through with the city pop route. Not your conventional city pop song, I've got to admit. Quite quirky, upbeat with it. And I would say a lot of funk influence to it as well. And a great groovy feel to it that is going on, that was initially set at the beginning of the song before we got into verse 1 right away, everyone. I really love this song, you know what I'm saying? Verse 2, complete fire, was it do re mi fa so, going on, that kind of line action by Kura herself. I think she was one of the members that had truly a highlightable moment within this song. Juha as well. And all in all, very enjoyable. It's not necessarily, you know, your coffee house type of song, you know what I'm saying? But it's very chillax. I can imagine myself in some sort of hotel lobby or something like that. I don't know why I went very specific there and all, but like the distribution too was pretty dope in this, I've got to admit. If I'm not mistaken, like the distribution amongst the members, I got a good amount of each and every member, if I'm not mistaken, for this particular song and all. So let me bring up the song again, break down more of the instrumentation, try my very best to more so than completely, you know, enjoy it to the fullest, which I did first time around, as you can tell. But this was very surprising, yet, you know, quite satisfying through and through, I've got to admit. Yeah, it provides this groovy lounge kind of vibe at the start here with keyboard work. And then Stunning Beauty. Bit of warm brass work, not necessarily muted. I said muted earlier, but warm brass work, electronic drum kit work kicking up. You're pretty much hearing a lot of essentials that you get in city pop. And I love how imase decided to come through with more so an upbeat kind of city pop track, you know what I'm saying? Because they could have totally went slower in tempo with it more than this, I've got to admit. And just that bass work, I love it. What are you looking at? What are you choosing? Now, this pre-chorus was really interesting. The plucks ascending here, some vocoder work and vocal effect work behind Kura's pre-chorus moment right here. Maybe some MIDI work in the back. Even Enche getting this vocoder work behind her voice in this moment. And then that brief moment there, we got a little bit of trumpet brass work before we hit the chorus with Yeonjin, which I felt was very fitting. Great transitioner too. And this is where you prominently hear that funk influence coming into play, I've got to admit. I love how before we get into the verse 2, right away, you know, it eases us in the AA moment by Kura right here. I love the playful rhyme scheme going on, and just the overall fun, playful flow that we're getting from Kura here within verse 2. I loved how like Juha pretty much carried on the torch here, continued it with it, and ran with it. Love Unchae's moment right here, for sure. And then, wow, I just love how as the song progresses, the second go around here, the song elevates right here. Bit of chime work in the back there. Definitely still synth strings on our right side of our ears. Keyboard work on and strumming of the guitar on our left side of our ears. Warm brass work. I love this solo moment right here. Bit of synth strings in the back. Very punchy with it, with the beat. The chimes, keyboard work. And a cute moment by Yeonjun at the end to wrap up the song. We love to hear it, everyone. I think this song is a match made in heaven for Sserafim. And another great side to Sserafim, and another great song added to their discography and all. It's not often you get city pop tracks within the K-pop scene, but you gotta admit, you know, when it happens, at least for those who do enjoy the genre of city pop, it always is a pleasure to enjoy these city pop based tracks. But hearing it in this kind of approach that's more so upbeat, not super duper upbeat by any means, but more upbeat than your usual typical city pop song, is something that I can appreciate. But the funk added influence and how groovy and funky this song is literally everything I've got to admit. Fun vocal moments, an amazing verse 2 between Kura and Juha, everyone. What's there not to love between all these sections and how the overall arrangement played out in this particular song? And I can't reiterate this enough. I really love how the vocal mixing and the overall mixing and mastering and how everything played out with the instrumentation with the song, played out with the panning of certain instruments on the left side and the right side of our ears simultaneously. But let me know your thoughts, everyone, about Jewelry by Sserafim, produced by Imase, of course. Take care as always. Be sure to like, subscribe, as it goes a long way and it helps out the Patreon so much, and the channel, either or every one. We have early reactions to Lennyverse on the Patreon. Are You Next? Queendom Puzzle. The list truly goes on. Take care as always. This has been Garrison, and peace.